All right, guys, this video is going to be super quick. Basically, I'm going to show you a mastering chain you could use for almost any trap beat in FL Studio. First plugin here is the Parametric EQ2. I learned this from Lifestyle Did It. On the far left side, this is actually a gain knob. I never noticed that before. And we could turn up the volume of our mix here. So this is important because the next step, we're going to go into Fruity Soft Clipper. Some people swear by the threshold on the left. Some people swear by it on the right. Just pick a side or just choose in the middle somewhere. It's all based on the style of song you're doing. And nextly, we're going to run through a Fruity limiter. This is used on, the limiter is turn the ceiling up so that we're not limiting. On the compressor tab here, I have the threshold pulled back and the ratio on expansion mode to the left. So it boosts the volume, okay, for the transients. Here is an optional mid-side processing that I did for you guys. This is to focus on the mid band. You don't need to do all this. This is me just experimenting, really. And it's just compressing the sides in the mid section only. Okay, the optional. And then lastly, we have this plugin called Emphasis on versatile mode, boosted about 3 dB. So let's hear what it sounds like. Here's before. Let's turn the mastering on. All right, so let's go one by one to see what all these plugins do. Again, the first plugin is simply to turn the volume up on the beat. This is because in order for the Fruity Soft Clipper to hit, you have to push volume into it. So it's not going to do much of anything just turned on. So that's why I have the EQ2. Let's add that EQ, which is really just a boost knob. And again, depending on the style of trap you're doing, you get to pull this to the left. It's a little bit crunchier. It's like a bubbly crunch. And then if you don't want that much compression, you can pull it to the middle somewhere. So I've seen newer styles of trap turn this to the left. For just if you want a cleaner sound, turn it to the right. And again, you could drive the signal even harder just with this gain knob on the left side. We're not trying to make the beat go crazy though. Now after that, we're adding a limiter. This is not a limiter. We're going to the limiter mode, turning up the ceiling. So it's not limiting the sound. We're going to the compressor tab. Turn the ratio to the left. This basically turns it into an expander. And then we're just lowering the threshold to capture the transients. So it's boosting the volume. As you guys see these little bumps, that's boosting the volume. Nextly, we have an optional patcher. You guys don't need this, trust me. This is me just doing something one plugin could do, but I had to create a patcher about it. Okay, so this is focusing on the mid section, only on the side, like the difference between your left and the right ear is called the side. So we're focusing on the mids from about 100 all the way up to 5K and compressing those through a Fruity limiter here. What it's gonna do to this mix is pull the brass from being wide to more narrow. So again, it doesn't really help this mix, but it depends on the mix. Let's do it before and after. Here's before. Here's after. So just basically just hold sounds in place. That's optional. Lastly, we have the new plugin called Emphasis. This is based on the default preset called Versatile. Hardness on 7, and then we're just cranking the input volume here. do a before and after real quick. Here's before. All right, now let's turn the effects back on. All right, so that mastering chain will work for pretty much 99% of trap beats in FL Studio. Try that out, share with a friend. Peace out, guys.